Once there stood an old brick school, but nobody knew it was the home of a ghoul. And none of the students or teachers knew why. All of their new whiteboard markers ran dry. A storm blew in, the sky got darker. I spotted a spirit sloppily slurping markers. If you overheard my Polly flies by hand transmission, I hope you understand it was a scary apparition. When I told my amigos of the specter I'd seen, Walter turned white and Gertie turned green. What you need are beetles, shouted Grandma Lucille. Beetlejuice will cook the goose of Dybbuk Schlemiels. It's the case of the dry markers. Boom, 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 the case of the dry markers. They're in every room. I know where to go to get the Beatles galore. My friend Cleopatra's Coleoptera store. She has billions of beetles in a big beetle tank. It's right down the street, just a block from the bank. We finished by 10, led by young Ebenezer. He worked like the Dickens and was the best beetle squeezer. We snuck into the school and soaked the markers in the juice. What else could we do? There was a spook on the loose. It's the case of the dry markers. Boom, 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 the case of the dry markers. They're in every room. When the ghost floated in and sucked the markers we loaded, his head swelled up and then he exploded. The ink that he drank squirted out by the pound. Leonard said, "Look how it lands, nice and round." Hammer and hollered, hee-haw, thanks to that beetle fuel. Now we all go to a polka dot school. Ian said, now we can learn and just think. None of our markers gonna run out of ink. It's the case of the dry markers. Boom, 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 the case of the dry markers. They're in every room. The case of the dry markers. Boom, 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 the case of the dry markers. They're in every room. Yeah, the case of the dry markers. That's the case of the dry marker. The case of the dry markers. Boom, 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 boom. You got the fat ones, you got the skinny ones, you got the long ones, you got the short ones. Oh, that's the case, that's the case, that's the case of the dry markers. Boom, 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 the case of the dry markers. Well, thank you. That was fun. I hope it was fun for you. That was fun for me.